Welcome back at 6:25. The Great Tennessee Air Show is back this weekend in Smyrna.
And guess what? Shelby Mack had a cool opportunity this week. You got to fly in one of these jets.
I went yesterday, and y'all, it was so cool. Even just driving up, you're not supposed to. You cannot stop and look at the planes. That is a no-no. But I mean, it is tempting because this is just so cool. Again, the Blue Angels are going to be down in Smyrna throughout the rest of the weekend. And I actually got to go up in a T-33. And so this was the first fighter jet. Now, this is so funny. My demo pilot, Greg, also known as Wired. Yeah, look at me trying to get up there. I was like, I can do it. I was cracking up because he was like, are you athletic? I was like, I am. I promise I am.
There you go.
I think my legs are just short. I actually also just found out I'm only 5'3". So, you know, I'm going to give myself some slack here. But once I started getting in the plane, I was all warmed up at this point. So it was easy to just hop in the seat. I will say what I thought was so interesting is how many seat belts I had on. Y'all, it was like buckle after buckle after buckle after buckle. Like, do you see that? You can't see my shirt because I'm just covered up in all these seat belts. I also had a mask on so that I could speak to Greg. And so that was cool because I've never gotten that experience. Along with that, there was also oxygen flowing in. So that was neat. We actually caught 4 Gs, which was so interesting.
What does that
How
feel
did that
like?
feel? Yeah.
It was crazy. So the Blue Angels during the show actually go, I think, to 7 or 8 Gs.
Okay.
I got 4, and your mouth kind of goes slack. It was a very interesting thing. And he asked me, he was like, do you feel like you weigh 400 pounds? And I was like, I don't know what I feel like right now, but I can't keep my mouth shut or open. I don't know what's
Is that
going
what it
on.
is? You feel like the pressure on your body?
Oh,
You
just
feel like
so
you're
much
getting pushed in
pressure
the
on your
seat?
body. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also told him, I was like, give me your worst. So we did 6 barrel rolls.
Oh my gosh.
Just once would go left,
wow.
then he'd
What are you
climb,
thinking?
and another time would go right. So we were doing all these 360s.
Yeah.
He made my stomach drop, which was so cool. I was cracking up. I was like, this is awesome.
That is
So it was
unbelievable.
great.
And you were so calm throughout the whole thing. Like, you just look relaxed.
I was pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
You said you weren't really even nervous.
I told Greg, I was like, okay, so when do I get to fly the plane? You can come do weather, and I'll fly the plane. And he was like,
Next
okay,
time.
deal.
This all started when you went to the U.S. Navy a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
ready.
You're a real daredevil now.
Little
We had
taste
no
of
idea.
danger.
Yeah.
All right, and you can get to see all these planes up close, get that experience too. The air show is happening Saturday and Sunday at the Smyrna Airport. Tickets start at $60 for adults, $40 for children. Also keep in mind, this is a cashless event, so make sure to bring your debit or credit card.